G'day, everybody. I'm Dwayne.
Hey, Kelly.
And we're coming at you live as we said we would. We're about to have a chat with one of our mentors in the business that we run from the internet. And we're going to talk to her about some of the success that she's had and some of the reasons why she loves working this way so much. And, of course, that is Sarah Price. Hi, Sarah.
How you doing?
Good. So you've got half my face on the screen now, so that's good.
Can you see me and hear me loud and clear?
I can see you. Perfect.
Awesome.
So I'm going to get out a shot and let Kelly's beautiful face take over, and she can start. And you've got a little baby in the background, we know. So just if you've got to go, just let us know.
You'll just see me shoot out.
Cool. So I've known you for a while, Sarah. A year and a half. Yeah. So I don't know. I view you more as a friend now than probably anything. Well, in fact, the community's like a family. So your family. So that's lovely. So thanks for jumping on today. Just a few questions. What was your life like before you jumped into the platform?
That is actually a really good question and something that I'm asked very often. And I feel like a lot of people can resonate because I did quite a few things and I wore a few hats. But the one that I was wearing straight before coming into this platform and starting my online business was in a multi-level marketing company. So I was building a business. I had been building that for almost 4 years. And at the time, I had 2 small children and I was just constantly at meetings all the time, forever asking family and friends to babysit, the whole works. But the biggest thing was I just got really lost in the process. I started to lose myself. I just almost became a product of the product, which is very much what they want when you are in, those types of MLM companies. And you know what, I'm not bagging it. I'm all for network marketing. I'm all for multi-level marketing. But I think it's really, really important that you find something that aligns with you and that the things that they are asking you to do that you feel really good about. And there was, to the point in the end, I just felt really gross doing a lot of the things that I was doing. A lot of the posts, a lot of the messaging, complete spam. And it really made sense of why people pushed me away. And then it really made sense even more of why I started to push myself away because I was just so unsure in the end of what I was actually doing. So, yeah, I think for anyone that is in that network marketing, find a company that you love. And there's so many out there. But if it doesn't feel good, just have a reevaluate. But yeah, so that's what I was doing. My husband was a mechanic of 16 years and we were basically we were never doing well. But even though our life looked like we were, and that's, I think, the biggest thing that people see is that it's all show. It was all about, look where I am now, look what I'm doing, look at this product and stuff. But nobody knew, the money struggles that we were going through. No one knew how much overtime Vaughan was doing for his mechanic job just for me to be home, basically. And that started really playing on me and, making that sort of extra weight on my shoulders because I felt like he was having to, do all this extra overtime because I refused to go and get a job because I really believed in wanting to work from home and making something work. So, yeah, that's a bit of my backstory.
Yeah, we've got quite a few former network marketers and MLMs in our community, don't we? Yeah. Another question was you've been on the platform for about 20 months, is that right? I think that's right. Yeah. So what is it that you actually really like, best of all about the platform?
I think the number one thing is automation. And the automation, the flow of it, that it is literally like start, stop, click here, click this, do that. And, I'm not tech savvy at all. And people are really surprised at, the amount of money and success that I've had. And they're like, I don't even know how to use my Mac computer that well. And I've had it for years. So you don't need to be tech savvy. And I think that's great. You don't need to have any experience or anything like that. But the biggest thing is the automation. From that multi-level marketing background, that was the stuff that I hated, sales calls and all that stuff and that really hard that hard pitching, like I didn't want anything to do with that. I hated it. It always left me feeling really yuck inside. Whereas now the automation, like I don't do any of that. You know, I show up, I give value. I'm here to impact and really encourage people to, I guess, step out of their comfort zone and go for their goals, go for things that they want in life, and that you don't need to settle for that mediocre and think that the 9 to 5 is the only way. And that's what I truly believe, like hopping into the platform and just following that education system and learning the skills. Like I had none of these skills prior to this. And, you know, a lot of people even say like, oh, I can't write like you, so I wouldn't be able to do it. I've learned it all along the way. I've been crafting my skills. I've been, you know, attending courses. You know, when most people are sleeping or are scrolling on their phone or are watching movies, this is the type of stuff that I do, but I'm committed to doing it because I wanted that change so bad in my life. So, yeah, I'm all about automation.
Yes, it does. Certainly frees up a lot of time, doesn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Especially when you've got kids.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The next question was, you know, how has it changed your life? Because I know it's changed it tremendously, but would you like to share?
Sure. My life now has done a complete 360. And I even feel like it's funny when I talk to people because it's like I'm not the same person, but I am, if that makes sense. I'm just a much better version. So obviously much more positive, in a much better mental state. And yeah, it's crazy. So 20 months ago, I came in, I was very lost. I was very unsure. I was going through a really bad, just really bad anxiety, really bad mental thoughts because I was lost. I'd walked away from that company that was all I had known. That was all I had preached, you know, from the top of the hills, the top of the rooftops for 4 years. So I was really concerned about what people were going to think about me. And coming in, I had really horrible feelings. And I just thought, you know what, if something's going to change, it has to be me and I have to just go for it. So, so I jumped in and I was just so freaking coachable. I was like, tell me what I need to do and I'll do it. And I have. And I've been like that since day dot. I don't try and recreate the wheel. I don't do anything differently. I just follow my mentors, and I'm really big about the things that I ask, like that I tell people that the things that I do are things that I actually do. You know, a lot of companies that I've seen, they're asking people to do things, but they're not doing themselves. And it's no wonder people don't have success all the time. Jumped in, was completely teachable, coachable, listened to everything, watched the trainings, and just followed step by step, because after all, that's what it is. That's what it's all about. And our success just started very quickly. And, you know, it's not typical. Like, everyone's journey is different. And I really believe that, you know, the past 4 years, I was already on this journey, of self-discovery, of personal development. So I was already sort of prepping myself ready for this. And I truly believe that. So when I came in, I had great success. You know, the team started forming very quickly. And we were able to retire my hubby in 3 months of starting the business, which is just phenomenal. And it was actually one of the scariest things that we've ever done, because especially when you've been in previous business and you hadn't had that type of success, and because it happened so fast, we're like, you know, is this real? Like, how has it been this simple and we've done it, kind of thing. So he quit his mechanic job, and we've had him home ever since, which has been amazing. We actually moved to Bali for 12 months, and we've just continued to evolve and just to really grow as people, really stepping into leadership and stepping into the best versions of ourselves, and both of us as well. So doing it together, I think, it just makes it so much more fun. But in saying that, of course, we've got a lot of people that, you know, do it solo within the community, and that's perfect too. But life has certainly changed. We've made multiple 6 figures, and it's just, I can't even describe how much things have changed. But and we threw another baby in the mix. So all around that pregnancy, living in a third world country with shitty Wi-Fi, all the rest of it. So It really is like, if I can do it, anyone can do it.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something on that? Because I'm interested in, I know I'm asking you to speak for someone else, but I'm interested in Vaughan's perspective. What was he thinking? Like, he was probably feeling he was the main breadwinner at the time, and then taking this big risk. How was he feeling throughout that initial period?
Awesome question. Yeah. And the thing is, we're actually very similar. We have always really, we've always known that the 9 to 5 was never for us, and anything that we did in, workforces or jobs was just always going to be a temporary, almost like a stepping stone to get us to where we wanted to be. And, when I showed him the platform and showed him what I had found, he was like, oh, because he'd actually found something, maybe a year prior. And I had no idea, and I totally dismissed what he was trying to tell me. I was like, nah, it's all crap. You're going to get scammed. I know. And then I showed him this, and he's like, this is, I wanted to do this a year ago, and you told me it was like a crap idea. And I was like, oh, I didn't know what it was. And that's a massive lesson for people. Like, if someone's showing you something, actually have a look. Have a look at what they're showing you, because I think we're so caught up in making our own decisions and making our own mind up of what we think something is. But a lot of the time, until we get the facts and we actually have a look deep into what it is, it's very different to what we might be thinking. So Vaughan was very much on the same path. He was kind of like, okay, I did try and show you something like this a year ago and you told me it was a scam, but okay, now you want to look at it. And I just said, watch it with me. Like, let's do it and, let's have a look. And he did. He sat down and we basically just dived in it together. And it's just been such a beautiful thing for our relationship as well, and for our family as well, because we've learned so many things along the way, and we've really grown together and learning each other's strengths and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, he was totally on board for it. And I think he knew very early on, as much as I did, that this was going to be it. Because it happened so fast. The automation of it, how simple it is. It's like, we're running with this and we're not stopping. So
I think you and I have something in common there, Sarah, with being dismissive. So. Kelly would probably be able to tell you about that.
I still remember that conversation, Kel.
Yeah, he wouldn't even watch the webinar for flaming 8 months. But then once he did, he was on board 100%. So right. Absolutely.
That's a great lesson. It really is. Your story is phenomenal.
He saw the light. It was great. So just one final question. What would you say to someone that may be watching?
I would say, if you are interested in working in the online space, there is no better time than the present. What we have our hands on, and what over the next few weeks, especially, of what we're rolling out, has never, ever been done before. And, you have Kelly and Dwayne, who are the most amazing people that will guide you. So definitely reach out to them. But honestly, what do you have to lose? If your days, your months, your years look exactly the same and they are rolling on, and it's like, oh my gosh, 2 years, I'm still in the exact same position, which is like most people. That is exactly what was happening for me, almost 2 years ago. Jump in, have a look. You honestly have nothing to lose. And honestly, I can't even imagine my life had I not. But yeah, jump in, check it out. Honestly, it's the best thing ever.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that, Sarah. We know that you've got a little bub to get back to, so we won't take up any more of your time. But yeah, thank you so much. It was really great. Really appreciate that. So we'll stop that now. And
thanks, Sarah.
No worries.